everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yep, I am still alive and I'm still making stuff. This is my part one of the Pirate Ork Gargant build. That's quite a mouthful. Starting it off at this point, you may think, why have you jumped in at this point? You've done pretty much most of the build. Not at all. This is really the basic structure. Because it was mainly 3D printed, I didn't think there'd be much value in you just watching me print stuff off and stick it together. So I'm going to join in, but they jump into this point. All the files I've used for the boats, as you can see, the main hull is made out of a boat, and so are the toes. I will link in the descriptions down below. They're from MyMiniFactory, and the actual leg and the I-beams, the leg structures and the I-beams, I made myself. I designed them up in Tinkercad and printed them out on my Bamboo Lab P1P, which I'm absolutely loving. Loving having a 3D printer. Don't worry, this isn't going to be on these 3D print channels where I just bang out models left, right, and centre. It's not why I've got it. I've literally got it to help me with these kind of builds, build things that I may need multiples of, or things that I can do a lot quicker if I print them out and draw them up in CAD and then print them out like the legs. They would have taken me forever to do in plastic card and bits of card. Anyway, here I am. I've got the legs off. So I thought start with the legs, get them super detailed. Not going to glue them to the body yet. They do slot in, they do locate in, so that's handy to do. So this is me. So what I'm using here is some 3mm Foamex. I believe it's called like expanded polystyrene board or something like that. I'm not entirely sure of its proper name. I just know it from its main name, which is Foamex. Really great material. I used to use it loads back in the day when I used to be in the sign game for sign writing for shops and that kind of thing. It's wonderful. Super glue loves it. It's super glue sticks to like there's nobody's business. You can carve it, drill it, sand it. Such a good material. It's fantastic. Yeah, easily cut with a scalpel. Yeah, safety first, guys. That is a brand new blade in my scalpel. So yeah, always change your blades because this stuff will dull them as well. It's kind of got that EVA foam trick where it dulls your blade. So yeah, so this is me just hacking a few bits. So what I'm doing, I'm cutting out shapes and squares and rectangles of Foamex, and then I'm running my knife along the sides, gouging them out, doing little nicks and cuts, and making it look like it was like badly hacked apart bits of sheet metal. And then I'm gluing them to the sort of structure that's already there, the sort of skeleton of the leg. And then obviously I go in with rivets and other bits of chaff to detail them up, make them look a little bit more orky. So yeah, the toes there, that is the what I'm calling the toe or the foot. That's got a 3D printed core, just like a little T section, and then the sort of boat is kind of glued where you've got the I should know the name of that. Is it the keel? The main bit that runs all the way down the length of a boat. That's glued and pinned directly to that sort of internal structure, and then there's an internal structure, and then yeah, there's a heel, and then a bit of foam that connects the two. You can see it sometimes when I'm moving it, and that makes it nice and strong. Again, yeah, the link for this boat will be in the description below. As I said, I got it from MyMiniFactory. Can't remember the name of the creator, but I will find it, and I'll put it in the description below. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, just hacking away, probably cutting my fingers to pieces while I'm doing it. Very messy tabletop. That's kind of how it worked. After every sort of big build, I just have to have a big old clean up of my room because yeah, stuff just gets thrown everywhere. With a corrugated card, still, yeah, don't be afraid to use it. It still makes great iron sheeting. Just obviously cutting into it there, just roughing up the edges a little bit, making it look a bit more worn, kind of secondhand and scrapped. Getting some plastic card out of the drawer there, some 5-bar, some 3-bar tread. This is just plastic card you can get from normal hobby shops, guys. You can just buy this anywhere online or in your local hobby shop. Cutting it into little bits. There we go, and they'll be used for detailing. joining up two panels, just to add a little bit more texture, a little bit of variety to these sort of orky panels. Yeah, just give it a bit more value, a bit more excitability. Make you look at things, and also when you come to painting with a little bit of a dry brush, all those textures will pick up on a little bit of a dry brush. There you go. Yeah, doing a bit of that. So yeah. Oh, there's a look at that great bit of editing. So yeah, there's just a different shot. You know, you can see the mess. See all my paints. Yeah, that's just me overhead shot. So you can see that is actually me doing stuff. Quickly chonking away, gluing stuff. You see the super glue I'm using. That's just the cheap stuff I get from the pound shop. I think you get like 2 of those pots there for like £1, and then you can buy like the little squeezy sort of tube of toothpaste one. I think they're like 4 of those for £1. And what I do is I like to use those to refill those super glue bottles, and it works fine. There's nothing wrong with that super glue. I use it for models. I use it for minis. On a project like this, I'm gonna be smashing through an awful lot of super glue. So go for the cheapest option. It's the only way you can glue the Foamex is with super glue. The only way you can glue things to it is with super glue. So yeah, nice and cheap. And yeah, I'm going to smash through it. So here's an update. There's where I've got so far after that. You can see all the different values I've done there, different levels. Corrugated and 5-bar tread, 3-bar tread, that kind of thing. Started obviously putting some stuff on the knees as well. Well, kind of like, the joints. I'm detailing those up a bit. And this bit here, yeah, so this little sort of like, what would you call that? Axle? No, well, you know what I mean. That bit there I'm pointing to. So I'm going to need a few of those because this thing's going to need lots of pistons all over it, like when I come to doing the arms and that kind of thing. So I'm going to need a few of those bits. So this is the kind of thing I use my Bamboo Labs printer for and Tinkercad. I just knock those up myself. I just design them in Tinkercad, export them in STL, and I just chuck them over into Bamboo Labs and print them on my P1P. I think, I wouldn't just do one, obviously. I run out about 12, 15, 20 of them at one time, and then I put them in a little storage pot. Yeah, and that's great. And then I can go back to whenever I need them, even for other projects. If I need them for other projects, I can go to them. I've got like a little resource of like gubbins and bits that I can pull on. So here I am. Yep, there I am. I'm in Tinkercad, and I'm just making up the sides of that little pivot joint thing there. So yeah, just reducing it down. And it's all Tinkercad's great. It's all basic primitives. I mean, there are other shapes you can use, but I'm quite well versed in using the basic primitives to make like this kind of knuckle finger joint here. So yeah, there we go. Like putting like a little rivet in there to sort of give the idea of like a pivot point. Dropping that whole thing, flipping it, taking it to the other end. There we go, done. Bosh. And then here we go. This is yeah. So this is after a couple of days worth of work. Yeah, look at that. There we go. That's what I've done. The feet have been detailed. Sort of joint parts have all been detailed. At this point, the feet aren't glued to the legs because it just made it easier for me to get in and around them, get the pipes and stuff in. The pipes there, obviously I've got the green stuff ones that I use my green stuff roller from. I actually designed myself a double length one than the ones that are commercially available. So if anyone who's interested in that, I could put a link down in the description to MakerWorld where you can download that for free, or a couple of coins, whatever they use on MakerWorld. And you can see a lot of plates there that are all sort of one colour. That's because to speed things up, and I've got a big Gargant to build. As you go, they are there. So yeah, here they are on the Gargant. So I've got a big Gargant to build. So I made a silicon mold of some Masters plates that I used, and cast them in resin. So I can again, it's just a tool, guys. It means I can speed up and make the build process quicker for me. As you can see, that Gargant is going to take a lot of plating. So yeah, hope you like this one, guys. I shall leave you with this closing shot, and I will see you in the next video for part 2. yeah, brilliant. You take care, guys. Enjoy.